Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is an AMX ELC BIS. It's a tier 5 French light tank. It's located on the westbourne of Sand River under the command of danijjjel, and we've seen this one before in action on Ghost Town. He's got 2 marks on the barrel and he's trying to get his third, and he's using the 19mm gun, which is always a lot of fun. Now the 19mm gun is the top gun on the AMX ELC. It's got 240 alpha and it will penetrate 120mm with standard AP, and with the APCI it'll go through 150mm, so at tier 5 it can be quite devastating. This is a tier 5 game, so he's only up against tanks in his own caliber, and he has got some HE rounds as well. They're capable of 320 alpha and penetrating 45mm. Now he did just spot a DSPZ, the Polish tank, but he's not going to go after it. The main reason is that he's only got a limited arc, 15 degrees either side of the centre line, and that 30-degree arc in total means that he has to quickly take aim on the enemy, otherwise if he gets spotted and he can't get the shot on target. Oh, he did! Yeah, the Stug is now missing a huge chunk of his hit points with 1 round. Now you might not want to do that again because there's a KV-1SA down there. That's that new auto-reloading, I should say, Soviet heavy tank. We don't know where he is. He's got a 76mm gun with an auto. There he is! He's just to his left. Don't stay here! And he got tracked. And he's had to burn his repair kit. Yeah. You've got to keep your eyes open and out of the corner of your eye work out, is it possible to get a shot, or am I going to be taking an undue risk? Well, he's decided to relocate because it looked like that KV-1SA was actually headed up towards the dune, and he didn't want to get hit because if he's having to depart he won't be able to give his gun to bear on the target, but if he's stationary he can. And that's one of the drawbacks of having the 90mm gun. With the 75mm gun you can depart the area and still fire at the enemy, but you can't do as much damage as this thing will. Oh, and another good hit, but it's a low roll this time for 206, and he's reloading. Say the 90mm reload is 14 seconds by the book. You can see he's managed to get 13.42, so he has knocked the hit off. It's really the alpha that this thing will do though. 240 alpha is a lot, and at tier 5 it only takes a couple of shots and the enemy is reduced to a wreck. Now that KV-1SA is... oh, there he is again, and he pulled up to have a quick look this time because he's very low on hit points, and it looks like our Arty are having a go as well. We've got a Gorilla and an SU-122 on the enemy team. On our team we've got 2 Gorillas, and that's going to make it much easier because the trajectory on the Gorilla is very good indeed. Lower plate! And he got a high roll as well this time. 249. Pulling away. Now it does look as if he's got well, the colorations from particular countries, but it's not actually. He's just got a port print on his vehicle there. KV-1S was taken out by a Panzer T-25, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. In fact now, considering we're 5 tanks up on the enemy, we're now having a look at the enemy cap area. But remember, there's more than likely going to be a tank destroyer somewhere in those bushes, and if we're not careful, if he sits up here too long, he might get spotted. He does have good camo qualities. As you can see, that Arty couldn't see him, but he knows he's been seen because his 6th sense just went off. And a big hit, another high roll for 246. But there's a tank destroyer up there, and he's not looking at us, and I don't think he saw us. Yes, it's the dinosaur that nobody's seen, that don't think he saw us. And he gets a hit into him as well, and he's out the game. The kill shot came in from the 738 M41. Okay, he's taking a risk, getting closer, but I think he wants Oh, no, he's not going to get... I thought he was going to get a Pascucci's, but he's not going to get it now. And now he's going to put a round up the butt of the KV-1. And he gets that low roll though, 234, but he did get spotted this time. And it was, I think, that... what is it? An SU-85I, which of course is it's a Stug, which has been converted by the Russians. SU-122 is trying to get away. It might be a good idea for him to chase after that SU-122. At least he's going to be able to get a medal out of it. We can't see the SU-85I though. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Okay, well this is good, but this is bad. Yeah, he overcooked that one. And he's going to take a hit, but he pumps one round into the SU-85. And the SU-122A just went down. And he's being chased by the SU-85I now. Yeah, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Yeah. Well, he's turned around and now he's going to get one up the butt, and that's the end of him. And that's also the end of the game. I must say that since the holiday ops has started, I'm getting a lot of fun games to actually record now. These are quite funny games, and people seem to be putting in extra effort to make the games funnier and more interesting. So yeah, this was quite a good one. It's a first class tanker and he's on his way to getting his third mark, but he liked this one. He really enjoyed it. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. A 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, but I'm afraid there wasn't any other medals, but we'll find out why in a sec. Well, we can see that the highest damage in the game was done by danijjjel, but unfortunately he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber. 1,810, which is a lot of damage, but yeah, wasn't quite enough to get the high caliber. 1,693 went to the 7th AM41 on the enemy team, and 1,411 went to the KV-1SA. I think that's the KV-1SA, or is it one of the new ones? No, it might be a new one actually, because it says KV-1C. Well, that's KV-1S actually, technically speaking. I think this is, yes, it's the M3 gun. I think that's what they're talking about. So yes, this must be the nomenclature for the KV-1SA, because in Russian a B is a V and a C is an S under the Cyrillic alphabet. Anyway, so he's the one who got the third highest damage in the game. When it came to kills, though, it was actually the 7th M41, the KV-1SA on his own team, and the 7th on the enemy team, all got 3 kills each. And I'm afraid that danijjjel only got the 1 kill, which puts him in joint 3rd place, with the Panzer T25 getting 2, and the Gorilla on our team getting 2. Nobody on the enemy team got 2 kills in that one. When it came to base XP, though, it was the KV-1SA on his own team who did the best with 1,093. Then we got danijjjel just a short distance behind in 2nd place, 961 to him. And 3rd place went to the 7th M41 with 658. He fired 10 rounds, 9 direct hits on the enemy and 8 penetrations. Damage of 1,810 hit points, of which 246 were at more than 300 meters. 2 hits received. 1 was penetration, 1 was a non-penetration. He was lucky, but yes, it could have been a lot worse because he got tracked by the KV-1SA, and that was, well, unfortunate, but luckily he managed to fix his tracks before he took another shot from that auto reloader. The other shot he couldn't miss because he actually tipped over the edge of the cliff, intending to shoot down on the SU-85I, but unfortunately he overbalanced, went down into the dip, and had to take that shot from the SU-85 if he was going to get out of that dip the way he wanted to. He could have had the option of turning right and going out the other way, but of course then he probably would have taken a shot from that SU-85I anyway as he departed, because he still had a fair distance to move to get out. So there you go, he made the choice, but he still came out of the game okay. 8 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, just missed out on a Confederate there. 1,020 hit points of damage assistance, that's the spotting. 29,295 credits on a premium count, 439 for this personal missions payout. That's the holiday ops, I think. After repair and ammunition resupply, took away 8,881 credits profit. Yes, I'm afraid these shells are slightly more expensive, and yes, I think he was firing the APCR to get the pen, and yes, that is expensive, so that's why he only just made a profit. He would have made a loss on a free-to-play account. 961 XP, 8,652 from personal missions payout, and took away 10,094 experience points altogether. So yes, he's getting better and better at it, and it wouldn't be long before he actually does get his third mark. In fact, it's I think it's a lot more fun trying to get that third mark with the 90mm, because of course it takes a lot more skill. You have to try and shoot at a distance, almost like a tank destroyer in some ways, because you have to face the enemy and stay steady so that it dials in on the target to get an accurate shot. With the 75mm, as I said, you can fire on the move, but you won't get as much damage, and therefore you're not going to get your third mark as quickly as you will with the 90mm gun. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.